So I'm in Melbourne. It is an inclement day of weather, rain everywhere. Yeah, guys, so today we're going to find out once and for all, Melbourne and Sydney, which is the most livable city. It's been a rivalry that's gone back a long way, from colonisation through to federation. And even the early 1900s, when we couldn't decide between Melbourne and Sydney as our capital, we all have Canberra, a small city in the middle. But it's been a rivalry, sport, events, culture. It's gone on for a long time. Let's settle it once and for all. Let's ask the people, what do they think?
Melbourne, because better sporting events.
So I prefer to live in the Melbourne because the weather.
Yeah, I prefer the restaurant and shops in Melbourne because before Melbourne, I was in Perth, and compare Perth, I think the restaurant in Melbourne is fantastic, and even some Chinese restaurant, I think the taste in Chinese restaurant is like similar delicious as the the traditional Chinese restaurant in China.
Just got some girls dancing here in the CBD, guys. This is what the Melbourne dance scene's all about. City do you prefer, Melbourne or Sydney?
Oh, Melbourne.
And why do you prefer Melbourne?
Because they just have good cafes and it's more laid back than Sydney. And I'm originally from Gold Coast, so it's like Gold Coast plus Sydney. So yeah, it's good.
It's a good little mix of both, yeah. Have you spent any time in Sydney?
Yeah, I just went there for a couple of trips.
Yeah.
And I think I just feel more at home.
Yeah, and why do you prefer Melbourne or Sydney?
Melbourne has like the best coffees, right? I mean, Sydney does have good coffee nowadays, but still Melbourne, good with the coffees. Everyone's really expert with the coffees, and it's much more like aesthetic as well. Yeah.
What's your favourite coffee here in Melbourne?
Favorite coffee here? I'll say Market Lane. Your coffee is insane. Yeah.
You've heard it first, guys. Market Lane.
Market Lane coffee, yeah. And also, you go to the Flower in Melbourne. They have good pastries, but it's more of the coffees there. Yeah.
Also,
Thanks, man. Perfect. Palette?
Yeah.
Palette, okay.
Yeah, Palette as well. Palette, yeah. I run Palette, so yeah.
Okay, there's a plug for Palette, guys. Get down the Palette. And why do you like Melbourne?
The multicultural and also the environment and the beautiful different places. I think it is amazing.
Where are you from originally, if you don't mind me?
From Brazil.
Brazil, oh, very good. Yeah, I've got a few Brazilian friends. Yeah, it's the weather would be a little better over there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I used to live in south of Brazil, so the weather is very similar.
Similar, okay, yeah.
And
Many good surf beaches over there.
yeah, amazing. Beautiful places, beautiful beaches, and yeah, it's
Okay, but you like Melbourne overall compared to Sydney?
really like it.
Yeah, okay. Perfect, mate. I appreciate that.
Thank you, mate.
I love Melbourne because I've lived here all my life and I've got wonderful, happy memories. And it's vibrant and there's lots of things to do. And I'm in here today to go to Loom.
Loom?
Yes, that's the art precinct.
Oh, the art precinct. Fantastic. Yeah. Melbourne is very good for the arts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and why do you like Melbourne?
It's easier to get around. It's much easier.
Public transportation.
Yeah.
What do you think of Sydney and their public transportation?
I hate Sydney.
Yeah.
Last time I was in Sydney is a rat race.
Rat race.
Hard to go places, hard to get anywhere. Too crowded, everyone's in a rush.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay, that's perfect. Thanks, Matt. That's all I need. Which city do you prefer, Melbourne or Sydney?
Melbourne.
And why do you like Melbourne?
Because we can see the
Melbourne in the different of culture with multiple people, you know. Yeah.
Multicultural, very multicultural. What do you like? Do you think Melbourne's more fun than Sydney? More fun things to do, or more variety of things to do? Sporting events?
Sporting.
Yeah. Do you like any sporting events in Melbourne? Or are you more about the restaurants and the... Yeah, restaurants?
Yeah. You know, the Asian restaurant and also the different kind of the restaurant, that's why.
They have a good variety of restaurants here, don't they? All right, that is perfect. All right, that's all I need.
Thank you.
Okay, and Melbourne or Sydney? Which city do you prefer?
I prefer Melbourne because of the vibe, because of the things which the Melbourne have, but the Sydney, the traffic is like a problem. I can't live there.
Yeah, pretty congested in Sydney with the traffic, yeah. How long were you in Sydney for?
I was there for like 1 month.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all.
Gotcha. And you like Melbourne because it's a bit more spaced out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are quite good in Sydney as well as in Melbourne, but I like Melbourne because of everything.
What about, sorry to cut you off, what about the public transport? What is better, do you think?
Public transport is better in Sydney.
Yeah, okay.
Not in Melbourne.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I like that. We've been very pro-Melbourne people today, so it's good to get some people saying something nice about Sydney. Right, thank you. So what do you prefer, Melbourne or Sydney?
Sydney, buddy.
And why? Okay.
I just like Sydney more because it's got the Darling Harbour, it's got Opera House, and it's got Point Piper. I'm working to get there, so I want to buy a house in Point Piper. So yeah.
Point Piper, I hear good things, and yes, well, thank you, sir. And could we get your response too? Is that okay? Okay, and which city do you prefer, Melbourne or Sydney? Melbourne, and why?
Because growing up here my whole life and I just like it, it's good. I've never been to Sydney, so I want to be able to say good things about it.
Yeah, good point. If you had to pick something you really like a sporting event or restaurants or like something that separates Melbourne from Sydney.
I reckon Regis Skydeck. I reckon watching things like...
Yeah.
I reckon, yeah, Regis Skydeck makes Melbourne.
Regis Skydeck, yeah, good answer.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
It's alright.
Yeah, so I would say Melbourne because I've been here the longest. There are a lot of cafes and restaurants that I love. Also, I've not been to Sydney that much, so don't know so much about Sydney. And yeah, so I've been loving the city more than anything else, so yeah.
Right, and what's your favourite restaurant here in Melbourne? Do you have one?
Oh, I can't pick a favorite, sorry. So many, and it keeps on changing because I try to try new cafes and restaurants every week, or we try to go out with my friends, so we try new stuff, so yeah.
And what about, can I ask you about the public transportation? What do you think of Melbourne's public transportation?
Well, it is kind of late sometimes, you could say. It's not
yeah,
always on time.
The trams are for sure.
Yeah, but still I would say from where I live, I do have a couple of options. So in that way, it is good. Whereas I have not tried Sydney public transport.
Yeah.
I've just been there. I think I've just taken the bus once. I've not even tried the trains. So I'm not entirely sure on that.
Yep.
But other than that, I would say because there's options wherever you are, I would say that's good.
Yeah, and as far as like beauty goes, like what city takes the cake there as far as the beauty of the city?
Melbourne's got its own beauty, I would say.
Yeah, it does.
Would you? I would say so, except for the unpredictable weather. That is the only thing I think most people who live in Melbourne would complain, is the unpredictable weather.
The 4 seasons in a day, for sure. Yeah.
And you can experience 4 seasons in a day, which is also its own unique thing, you have to say.
As we have today.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks so much. Anything else to add? Is that it?
That's all.
Okay, perfect. Action, which city do you prefer, guys? Melbourne or Sydney?
Melbourne.
Yes, Melbourne, and why?
Part of the culture, cute shops, good shops, like that, and the food.
Right, do you have any restaurants to recommend or any places you go? No problem, we'll edit that out. Great, okay, that's all I need, that's fine. Why do you like it?
I mean, we've been here for only 2 weeks, and we like...
Do you like the rain and the bad
we
weather?
Don't like the rain. Yeah, we don't like the rain, don't like the weather.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's nice buildings, it's something, nice people, yeah. It's something different from back home, because we're from Sweden.
Sweden, no?
Yeah. So...
Public transportation, how does it compare to Sweden, do you think?
This is better, I think, yeah. So it's nice to just hop on the tram and go anywhere you want. So.
And what do you? Sorry to cut you off. What do you think is the more pretty Sydney? Pretty Sydney, Sydney or Melbourne? What is more beautiful?
We haven't been to Sydney. We haven't been to Sydney, so we don't know. But we heard that Sydney is better. So we're guessing that Sydney maybe is better. So we're going there this week, actually.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, we're leaving because of the weather. We don't really like it, so we need something warm.
You're right. Sydney has the better reputation for being more beautiful with the harbour and everything, but we think that Melbourne has a bit more character. But yeah,
it does. We will see about that. Yeah.
Anything more to add about Melbourne? Have you been to any good restaurants or sporting events or anything? Only been here 2 weeks.
I don't think so, no. We've been to the Great Ocean Road.
Oh, I grew up down there.
Yeah. Oh, you did. We loved it. We've been to Phillip Island and loved that as well.
Seen some penguins.
Seen some penguins, yeah. We don't have that in Sweden, so yeah.
Okay, that's perfect, guys.
Okay,
that's
perfect.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Action. What do you like about Melbourne?
I would say a lot of people doesn't like the weather because it's like too cold and too hot frequently. But actually,
4 seasons in a day.
Yeah, but actually like it because you could change your clothes like very frequently. And also,
Wow, that's a positive outlook. Yeah.
Very different perspective. And also, I really like how people are very chill here compared to. I would say Sydney is a little bit more busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the traffic is more. I think it's worse than Melbourne. I guess.
Yes, more congested.
Yeah, and Melbourne is more like cultural, diverse a little bit. So, and I study here, that's why I like it.
Very multicultural. Oh yeah, nice. And you're studying here too.
Yeah, I study here.
Good education here at Melbourne.
Yeah, you need milk. So, and then it's of course I guess a little bit less expensive than like the living cost I guess than Sydney.
Yes. Yeah.
The rent is like extremely high there. I think I heard that.
Yeah, it is. Even myself trying to book a B&B for New Year's up in Sydney. Oh, very expensive.
I heard a lot. Yeah. But anyways,
yeah.
Melbourne is a good option.
Okay. Thank you so much.
The next stop.
Yeah, guys, so obviously we're in Melbourne and we got a lot of pro-Melbourne responses there. But watch out, we're going to do a video in Sydney coming soon to get some reply equilibrium. Thanks for watching, BW Travels. Woo! Festival here at Southbank, guys. There is a lot going on here. A lot going on. Guys, just here at the Taiwanese festival. There's a lot happening here, as you can see, and we're just in line with minutes, but really nice traditional Taiwanese food. Thank you. All right, we're filming.
Oh, thank you.
Try to get a little closer.
Sorry. Fantastic. All right, let's do that 4 times. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. That's half of the first one. Yeah. All right, next part. After we finish this, we're going to do the other leg. but instead of pointing it out, it's going to make a little half circle, so a semicircle. Yes. You primary school kids, you know shapes. I think you know them better than me. So a semicircle. Fantastic. Let's put that together. We're going to go. Time. So let's put that all together. Why don't this is Phoebe, I'm Andrea, and this is Sarah. Nice to meet you all. Introduce ourselves. We will show you what it will look like, part A, and then you guys can follow along the second time. Sounds good? Nice! Can we do that with some music? Let's do it with some music. Ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go. And around, step, and around. Fantastic. I love seeing some audience participation. Ah, can we give them a hand? Nice. So we're gonna go around like this. You're gonna go 2 times at each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and then face your left side, and now face the back. Nice. Good job, guys. So let's put that all together. Slowly, slowly. We'll do it slowly. Yes? Yes. So we're going to go windmill, 1, out, 1, out, and the other side, 1, out, 1, out. And I think I played a...
Just got some Taiwanese food here, guys. It looks really good. Let's
I wish they introduce more culture to you guys, so you guys would have better understand what is Taiwan.
Yeah, it's interesting for me, but maybe more normal for you. But yeah, it's cool. And what tea do we have here?
Bubble tea.
Yes. And what did you call this one over here?
I don't know, but it's kind of sugar and mixed up with lemon. I don't know what's the name.
That one is particularly tasty. And I've just got my milk tea here, guys, and a whole bunch of stuff in here. Exciting. And of course, these what, egg rolls? Egg cake, guys. Exciting.